Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hello, salutations, so good to see you. I think we're going to take a look at my corner to corner and possibly a little bit of yarn winding. I got a couple here that are just driving me nuts that I've had to put on my desk because I just finished using them and they look so sloppy. This one might be too big. Who knows? Anyways, so glad you're here today. Hey, so we are here. The eyes starting to really show up. We're getting about 5 rows away from the corner. So this one seems a bit smaller. I'm going to grab Mikey back here. We're just going to double check that I'm not going insane here. We're going to hold them up. Corner to corner. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, we might be off by like 1. Let me take a peek here. Where's the phone? This is important. This is going to mess with the whole size of the whole thing. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I could probably... I can't do anything about that. It is what it is. I will have to add an extra border, I guess. Alright. You gotta be flexible. I mean, this blanket's gonna be interesting as it is. So, if I have to do an extra border, then I'll do an extra border. Or just, I will figure out something. I always do. Even if it looks weird. I think it'll look fine. But maybe I can add an extra row. I don't think that's going to work though. I think that's going to mess me up with trying to figure out everything. And trying to, because every pattern I seem to be doing, I'm having to do so much extra. Oh, the stress. Lucille, where are you? Girl, I need you. You're way over here. I don't like to lean. Anyways. I might need her today. Not even to just do this. Okay, so Mikey, I'm going to put you over here, buddy. Back behind me. Thanks. Definitely have to clean those. Okay, so we are somewhere. We're in the thick of it here, right in the middle. Wow. Oh yeah, it was dinner time. That's right. I stopped right there because it was time to eat dinner. So we're going to finish off this row and possibly look at some yarn winding to unwind because I have at least 3 more amigurumis to get started in the next couple days. Like, one of them I gotta do, I'm doing create from a pattern, so fingers crossed I don't have to mess around with it. The other, at least one is gonna have to come from, I have the body, but the detailing is gonna all be on me again. So, I deserve some nice Christmas gifts. I really, really do. I mean, I'm working so hard. I should be sleeping right now. But I need to get these things done. So I am needing a black here. I see where I am. I see which way I'm going. And I see which way I've been. Like what I did there? Yeah, I did. Alright, so we're going to pop that there for now. We are going to turn my work so it's facing me the right way. Now, I have a big tangly mess. And that's what happens, because you got to keep flipping it over, and no matter what anyone says, this really only helps a bit. I can't seem to figure out a good way to do this without it being a tangly mess. So, go like that, and then 2, 3. I do really enjoy having this to be my balancing. Even with the graph, it is still way soothing compared to the counting and the double checking on all the amigurumis. Like, that splinter one is really freaking me out because it is so different. The figure that I did was not as hard because I've already made 3 out of that pattern, and that is probably the same pattern I'm going to end up using to do the one I have to do mostly from my head, because again, I know the pattern. I have a pretty good idea of what I'm getting into, so it's just how I'm going to detail it. So I'm still working that out. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. But I have 2 more panels after this one, so I really got to get these. I want to get that. I think I have a flannel sheet to line the back of it so you don't have to see the ugly back end. And because I didn't want it to just be yarn on a person, I wanted it to be a little bit heavier. 2, 3. It's not the heaviest of yarns. There's a couple different weights in here, and I did that on purpose. Ninja Turtles live in the sewer. Simple as that. 1, 2, 3, and this is block 2. And 3 right here. See, I can get this done quite quickly if I don't get hung up on pulling the yarn out. And as long as I keep up on what my chart says, I should have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Trust the process instead of always thinking I know better. Finishing the Mikey has really showed me that the chart is right and that I am not losing my mind no matter how weird it looks to me. He turned out to be pretty spectacular. I thought that I didn't need to fill in spots, and no. The only things I may have to fix up are how, when I did my color changes, I wasn't doing it properly. I believe it's going to be black, but let's double check first. Don't assume, because it switches. It's black and then 2 green. And black, let's pull out a little bit. Go. And 2 green. Double check that and take a little peek here, and that is 2 green. So I'm almost on the top of his head even. Sorry about that, if that made a sound. I always assume that my lovely bat glasses chain is making a ton of noise on this microphone, which I love having. I don't like making my videos without it now. I find the headphones don't sound as good, and I was using them to start off with. And now that I've gotten this microphone, I'm really happy with how it works. It sounds a little bit muffly, but I poked some holes in the little fuzzy thing, and that seemed to help out. 2, 3. That doesn't look right to me. What's going on here? Is it because it's such a thin yarn? Yeah, that's why. Okay. Let's loosen that up a little. Then 1, 2, and 3. Pull those out because this green's pretty thick. I love this green so much. It is one of my favorite greens I've ever found. I believe it's called Parrot. It's a mega ball from Hobie, and it is just, ooh, Ninja Turtle green or what? And hope my family finds the Raphael I made him for his birthday, because he seems to have disappeared somewhere in the living room. I'm assuming he's underneath one of the couches. I really don't want to pull out a couch to find it, but I might have to. They're due for a little spritzing. And by spritzing, I mean I take the amigurumis that are on display, and I take a soft cloth and my vinegar and lemon mix, and I give them a little spritz. Go. Sorry, I had to have a little conversation with my daughter. Wish her good sleep. Make sure she got her water. She's good now. Oh, where'd that come from? Oh, I see what that is. That is a join. Oh man, I don't like these. So I'm almost at the end of my row here, and I found this little naughty poo, and we're going to use, finally ready to show it off. Okay, so I do know how to do a Russian join. I don't really like doing them. They are really difficult to work with, like holy moly. Alright, let's see if you can see me. 1 second. Hi, there you are. Okay, so this is one way I like to join 2 ends. You tuck it this way, and you tuck it that way. Flip over, and then flip over until they're wrapped around each other. Give yourself a little knot, okay, and pull it tight. Sometimes it's not going to work, and other times it gets really tight. So we're going to flip over and flip over, because I do want to get rid of this fringy end here. Flip over and flip over. Go around, and then go around again. Then we're going to flip over. I'm going to go over twice, I think, with this yarn, because it's kind of a slippery yarn. We're going to pull that. See how super strong that is? Grab my scissors. And you should be able to just clip and clip. Now with a Russian join, they are really good for seamless, but the join, I found it puffed up the yarn way too high. Made it really thick and really hard to hide it. I found it to be way more difficult than just a small knot. So a lot of people don't like knots. I will try to camouflage them. Do you see the knot? It's right here, right in there. The trick is figuring out how you can just put it into your work. Because even if you just bought your yarn, you're going to find knots, because sometimes they run out or this or that. There's always something going on. Or let's say things like our dahlia cakes and whatnot, they purposely knot them loosely. So you can decide whether or not you want to mix them, if you want to take them apart. Like, they give you so many options. And it's for your benefit, actually. It's not because they're being lazy or trying to give you a shoddy product. It says specifically in the write-up that they knot them to make it so you can use this product when you want to use it, which is great. If that's how you want to use it. Some people feel really uncomfortable with that, and that is totally okay too. Yeah, it's kind of funny that way with the knots. There's really quite the divide in there. I was not expecting that to be like a dividing thing in crochet or yarn loving, is knots. Of all the things. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. Sorry we didn't do any yarn winding tonight, but possibly I might just sneak it in on another video somewhere. See you again very soon. Bye.